Here we are, back at La Quinta. Just about to start walking. It's a longer walk today. The main problem is it's a lot higher. Well, that was the rough bit of track out of the way. It's now a reasonable path. It joins the road further up, and I'll be walking up the track instead of going into the wood. I'll be going up the hill. Alright, another rough bit of track. Last time we were here, the locals were seen to their goat, which they keep up there, but they're not here this morning. There's no noise from the goats either. Well, oh, there we are, there is now. Try the next bit. Ah, well, some more vineyards, different part of Tenerife, more vineyards. The tree line up there, in the far distance, is where I'm going. Strange that this, that I'm walking on, going to the map, is a path. It's actually a road. An interesting sign, but I can go around it. I'm now reaching the trees and getting a bit of shade. That's back to civilization. We're now going up into the wood. Round the corner there should be a path to the right. We'll see in a second. Well, here I am, track down to the right. Oh, this is quite nice up here, and at least now I shall have a bit of shade while I'm walking. I'm on a path now until I cross the next track further across near the top of the walk. Well, I was worried about this bit of the walk because it showed a white line, especially when I was looking at Google Earth. Obviously it's the water pipe, the path runs up at the side of the water pipe. So we'll go off and get into the trees and get some shade. Oh, just had to readjust my camera. It's a bit odd, nice up there, but we're now going up the hill. This is quite steep actually. The track is covered in lots of small stones, so footing is a problem, but I'm getting into the shade of the forest now. Well, as you can see, the path goes up and up and up. I've been walking for half an hour now, all uphill, no flat anywhere. I watched a programme about aerobics and thought I never got any aerobic exercise, but I've changed my mind, perhaps I do. Well, I found the other track. 35 minutes in. Going to this, it goes to the right. I presume it's the one uphill. Oh, it says here it's a level. Oh, I understand that. But that's where we'll have to go. In a short while, I'll stop for a drink. I always put a couple of escape routes on in case these walks get too difficult. This one has two. It's got one coming up in a few hundred metres where I could cut back, but I don't think we're at that stage yet. The one after that, I've reached the top of the climb, not all the hills. Taking it out of the wood. The church down there is in the centre. is La Quinta church. That's where I started the walk this morning. Well, as usual, when I thought it was getting easy, another hill came into the way, and we're going up there by the looks of it. We're getting quite high now. We're obviously above the cloud. There's a fairly large barranco to my right. We must go around the top edge of that. When I got round the corner, I was at the top. Well, there we are, still going up. It's very hot now. The forecast here was 28 anyway, but walking makes it even hotter. Well, I'm nearly on the 3/4 hour mark. I was hoping to be at the top of the climb by then, but as you can see, I'm still going up. And after the last bend, it went round the corner again. But it does look, and so I'll certainly be at the top of this climb. Whether there's any more after that, I don't know. Got quite a deep barranco at the side of me now. Shows how high we've climbed. And sadly, I can see this white pipe still going uphill, so I've got to climb to the top of the ridge now. Well, one of those things, as you can see, I'm not in a very pleasant place at present. I'm in the bottom of a barranco. I think the path is over that hill. In front of it is another giant hill that I didn't know was there. So I'm going to have to try and get up this slope and back onto the path. Well, this path is seriously difficult to follow. I can't walk looking at a map of this terrain. I'm also now, instead of being half an hour in front of my time, I'm half an hour behind. I'm going to have to find a shorter way back. But there isn't one now until I reach the top and turn to go down. Near the top of the walk, the path goes there, and the path goes there, and a cairn in between them. And that's doesn't really help a lot. The more well-worn one is straight up on this side. I'm sure the other one will cross the path back down, but it could be a barranco in the way, so we'll keep going up this way. The countryside's changed. I watched a programme on diversity. One of the things about diversity, as you get to rougher and rougher ground, diversity disappears. It becomes a single species. Suggests that you can only have arguments about diversity as a university graduate or a lecturer if you've got a comfortable lifestyle without much trouble. Perhaps you ought to start going down to Afghanistan, talk to the Taliban, and where it's harder, and see whether they understand diversity. I saw these terraces on Google Earth when I looked at Google Earth. The turn off is to go back down is about 100 metres on from here. So we'll see. I'm now seriously late and Jen will be wondering where the hell I am. Well, I had to have a second drink stop. As far as I know, I'm at the top now. Sat in the shade for a couple of seconds. Seem to be quite high here actually, and I always say that. If you look around that way, it's quite barren. It's not like normal forest, and It looks as though we're fairly close to the ridges into Teddy's caldera. I'll have to look at it when I get back. Well, we've now got a wide track down the mountain. I think there is a turn off, another track goes down which will shorten the route. As soon as I've got half an hour to get back, I need the shortest route. I just passed a couple of signs saying this is the correct path to be on. Around that way is the barranco I got stuck in at the bottom. I'm sure this is going to go down and down to probably to La Quinta, seeing as we've got these nice yellow and white markers here showing that we're on the right track. One of those sections where the undergrowth has changed again and the path got lost. But down there I can see a post, a yellow and white post. So that's where we're going. I think I must be dehydrating today. Perhaps I need another water stop. It's interesting to see how high I have come. The barranco there, deep barranco. Then if you go around to this side, another one on that side. The path runs in between them at present. One of the reasons for not finishing the walk the other way was I had to walk up and down these, about 4 of these barrancos, which would take a long time. Right, I'm going to be late, but we're going down a steep path now on the way back. But it's not easy because there's lots of pine needles, causing it to be a bit slippery. Oops, on the rocks. For the first time I've been on a pleasant path today. All the others have been real problems, but this one, it's quite nice. Obviously a steep drop into a barranco at the side of me, and this is a waterway which has been turned into a path, but it goes around the edge of the mountain there and down to the bottom. Obviously at some time someone lived up here, several little houses, and level ground. There's probably a threshing circle somewhere where they dealt with the crops. Well, I've still got 2 kilometres to go to La Quinta. This is a short route, but I'm going to have to stop for water. I am parched. There's some serious rock hopping on this particular walk. When I came down, I went up this way last time, going in the opposite direction, so he was going to come down here with a family, mother and father, girl probably 6 or 7, and he was carrying an 18-month-old in a rucksack on his back. I don't know how ever he managed it. Not far to go to the tarmac road now, I don't think. I remember most of this, but it's extremely hot. I've used all my water up, and I'm a quarter of an hour late as far as Jenny's concerned, so I shouldn't even bother. But I can't go any faster, so that's not good enough. This bit of path is quite pleasant. It's not down rocks anymore, it's a bit loose because it's got stones on top of dry soil, but at least it's pleasant. Unfortunately it is very hot. impossible to get out of the sun now. But I must be within less than a kilometre of home, so I just have to keep walking. A sight for sore eyes. That's La Quinta. You can see the church. Down and up this little barranco here, and I should come to the tarmac road. And it's... I was intending to walk down the tarmac road anyway, and I certainly will today. Well, I've got to the road back down to La Quinta. I'm half an hour late at present, so again I'll be worried sick. But at least this is easy walking compared to having to take a very slow progress on some of those slopes out there. Well, back in the van. That must be the worst walk this year. Certainly the hardest. I was going to take 2.5 litres of water, I only took 1. Big mistake, I ran out halfway around, so I really started to get dehydrated on the way back. That's a strange part. The last time I remember anything like this was if Bob's or Donnie John watched, when we walked from Escalona to Toucho with Alan and his 2 mates. We all ran out of water halfway here. It was a hot day like this. When we got to the Toucho bar, we all drank a litre of water straight down. If you can find a bar that's open, I'll do the same today.